Hello everyone, Maxwell here, and today we're going to be doing a gameplay for week 2 of the senior project, and this week is going to focus on Nintendo's Tomodachi Life, or Tomodachi being friend in Japanese, which you will see right here. So, Tomodachi Life was released in 2014, and it is a game like Nintendo's version of their own take on a simulation game. So while the Sims games involve people living sort of in their own homes that they build themselves, Tomodachi Life has people basically stranded on an island, which you can see right here, and that's what makes this game unique. It's and that setting, and also it's also really unpredictable because you have your me characters that you create. You can create them from scratch. It's similar to The Sims, and it's as I mentioned before, it's unpredictable. So if you're basically an observer, so you're looking after the Mii's needs, such as if they have problems that they want to fix, or just play a game, and you don't know when they're going to do it. They're going to ask you or when events are going to happen. So that's what makes this game really interactive in that sense. So we're going to press play. Now I haven't unlocked everything in this game, so it's been a while since I played this. So I'll describe what I can from my impressions. So here, as you can tell, the graphics are it's more playful. You notice a lot of Nintendo games have this playful feel to them, and it feels kind of social media-esque with the fonts and everything. It just looks fun, and that's what you want from Nintendo in this game. It's very laid back. There's nothing really to worry about. We'll begin. Let's see. We have this music, of course, perfectly complements the game itself. There's no stakes. Of course. I mean, of course, if this was real life, there had to be stakes at some point. But so here, this building right here, that's the apartment complex for the Mii's. We actually have some activity here. So let's check that out. So apparently I'm sleeping.
I'll pay you back with interest. You can totally trust me.
So you can tell that the Mii's actually talk in this game. This was unheard of in the previous Nintendo games, and you can tell that their voices are robotic. I guess this is their first time Nintendo's really done kind of work with voices, so maybe that's the best they could come up with. So now we can go into my apartment, see what I'm thinking. That's a very, despite the as you can tell, it's very minimalistic, the designs of the apartment.
I'm trapped. Where's the exit? Oh, it's by the popcorn stand.
But it works well with the sort of cutesiness of the game. You want it to have less detail as possible to make it feel likable in that sense. Where it's not detail oriented, it's just fun, if that makes sense. Let's check my dream. And I'm falling. So you know that dreams are unpredictable. There's no indication of it, and yeah, so that makes it super surprising. Oh, I got a balloon. Guess I needed that in my dream. So we're supposed to be saying hot Belgian waffles, but this game, you can't fit all. There's a limit for how much text you can fit, so that's why it's all together. And this indicates he's having a problem, which that's creative, because in comics you would have that squiggle as a frustration.
Hey, you wanna hear my impression of Joe?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Joe is my cousin that I also put in this game. So let's listen to the impression.
Oh, donkey spittle. What do you think?
So that's that donkey spittle. That was the catchphrase I gave Joe. I chose that from Gravity Falls. In case you're not sure what that means. So we see. I'm gonna put spot on for that
I
impression.
was hoping you'd say that.
And if they, you can receive money if you say yes to people to whatever your Mii's are asking. So here, but I didn't tell it. Let me show you this top part. So here, the whole idea is to make your Mii's as happy as possible. So that's why you have this happiness bar. And you get to learn more about your Mii's as if they're real people too. So you can tell, see where all-time fave, favorite foods, worst ever, sweetheart, best friend. And you can even see how full he is, which is really interesting. It's kind of that's the interactive element. You get to peek inside the Mii's lives, and that gives them a lot of sort of the personality.
Anthony knows so much about so much. Makes me want to read more.
So Anthony was my grandpa. So that's just what I called him. That's just what I called him. So yeah, when you notice first the apartments, there are some you can't really see the entire apartment when you press in. As you notice, if I press in into it, I think you can view. Yeah, you can view the apartment. So, ordinary room, ordinary family, if such a thing exists. And so, it's almost as if you played Animal Crossing. It's like the apartments here are like Animal Crossing, and you can actually design your own apartments. You're not stuck with this, which is neat touch. And so, see. And this was the apartment you start off with, which, as you can tell, is bare bones, nothing. So I'm going to stick with the family. And before I go, I'm just going to go back into the observing everything else on the island. So this is the town hall. Says this is where you can create new Mii's. And so that's something I'm going to dive into. I'm going to create a new Mii to show you how the Mii making process works. So let's create a new Mii. I'm going to start from scratch. See what I can come up with. I think I might just make Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. Kind of have that pointy. Yeah, kind of. I move down. Got that look going. So, of course, similar to the Mii Maker, this game is basically just takes those aspects from Mii Maker into this game. So you have the head shape, the hair, the eyebrows, the eyes. You can create your Mii however you want, and that's what makes. And that's in Nintendo's sort of take on the simulation genre. That's important, and they accomplished that. So. Let's see. you can tell, there are tons of variety with the hair. Nothing really much mentioned about the hair except the detail and the designs you can use. Let's see. Just gonna make no, don't want to do that one. I think I would just use this one. This is the closest I'll get. The nose, definitely, I gotta fix that. This is the best I'll do. I think it's brown. And so, to keep things rolling, we gotta change his color. It's white. First name, we'll just do Doof. Gonna get the stylus out. Wait, I think it's no. I gotta do Heinz. Part of my like it. Honkin, there's you can tell there's just by seeing this the expansiveness in the character creation. You want to have as much sort of options as possible. And I can fit the name, yay. Sometimes it pronounced it perfectly. We'll do Doof. And then you can. This is where the robotic voices come in. So you can. This here's a young boy.
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz. My nickname is Doof. My favorite color is white. I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
And a little girl.
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz. My nickname is Doof.
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz. My nickname is
So that's
Doof.
it. Adult,
My favorite color is
adult
white.
male, adult female,
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
elderly man,
My nickname.
elderly woman,
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
man.
I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz. I'm Heinz Doofenshmirtz. My nickname is Doof.
Yeah,
My
so
favorite color is white.
sounds very. It sounds like
I'm Heinz
as Game Informer quoted, they like they sound like belching synthesizers, which is exactly how it was described this. You can even now this is where the personality really shines with these options. So now you have movement, speech, expressiveness, attitude, overall, as you can see. So, and this will determine what his final personality is. So we can say he's moves pretty slowly. Usually schemes get foiled very quickly. Speech. Speaks very politely, considering he's a villain. Extremely expressive. Attitude. a little can be serious at times. Yeah, pretty serious at times. Overall, very quirky. Let's see. This means okay. Find out the personality. He's easygoing and a buddy. So overall, he's relaxed, open-minded, empathetic. Character does things at his own pace. In a genuinely honest and kind manner, which is perfect for Doof since he's basically a kind person at heart, buddy, trustworthy and considerate. I'm not sure about that. And he puts his or her friends first, yes, especially since he's considerate despite him being a villain. Works hard to make sure everyone gets along with each other. Yeah, that's perfect. If you've seen Phineas Fairwoods, I'm sure a lot of you have. Oh no, newsflash. This is sometimes the news broadcasts will randomly pop up
There's
too.
a new rankings board on the island, and it promises to track all aspects of island life. The board displays how all the islanders are doing each day. Anthony, put up the board, said enthusiastically. I'd like to post all kinds of ranking info on this board from now on. Thanks for watching.
So yes, we didn't look at the new options. But before that, this is the observation tower, which is just another location for the Miis to mingle. We have the interiors, which, as you saw from my room, that's where you can buy flashy rooms per se. Flashy room, present your room in a more inviting light instead of being boring. You have the fountain, which mostly is just a decoration for the island, of course. And you can also host events, as you can see here. This is under construction, so there's, I think that's supposed to be the sort of dock. This is supposed to be a cafe. This is supposed to be sort of that's supposed to be a Ferris wheel. And this is supposed to be. So over time we'll uncover these. We have the news rankings board, beach, of course, and then food map. Very slim, of course, I know, but let's check out some new areas we haven't found. Use rankings. Okay, let's see. Check out. It's got best balance, mind, body, and spirit. Full birthday required. So this is basically how much do you know? If they were to compete, how well would they do in these? So we have me. Oh no, that's Joe, my cousin Joe, Lois. Me by 200%, and then this character made by a friend Willie. I'm not sure who he is, but that he's so I have the highest, as you can tell. Now let's go back. So let's just tour everything so you get the idea. Not sure why there's not a me character here, but you know, just go along with it. That's just the quirkiness of this game. You can have a train station themed apartment. That's really interesting. 250. I have enough for that. Just couldn't not buy it. Humble. This one's basically under construction room. And yellow, which looks pleasant. Out of the rooms, we could tell that they're going above and beyond to represent real rooms with the painting, the sort of the creases in the couch, the desk, the placements, the sort of feng shui of what makes a room really inviting. So that's very satisfying to look at. Even more satisfying, honestly, in a game because of all this, just that shading texture. And it's honestly, I'd much rather be interested in buying a room in this game than in real life. And this, of course, nobody would want this in real life, but it's still a treat, I guess you could say, to buy. because it's unconventional. The train, which someone who loves trains, they would love this, especially with that. Look, you could see that kind of whizzing by feel through the windows, as if you're on a train, that's a very unique touch. So in stock, we also have children's, which you could captures the child's essence, and also the music you're hearing here, the sort of funky, sort of funky, kind of slow tempo, works well with the shopping experience, because shopping, you want to take your time. And this you don't feel pressured at all to buy something any quickly, which is very relaxing. A lot of these rooms you could kind of rooms you would see in real life. Children's you definitely see florals, so they want to mimic real life as much as possible, in a sense. Relaxing, definitely you would see this. Monochrome, not sure, seems rare. Train, definitely not. Humble, definitely not. Yellow, yeah, you could see that. So we're just gonna go and go back. I want to save some money. Of course, it seems like might be wondering, okay, what do you want to take, Maxwell, what do you want me to take away from this? Well, it's just to take away that there's, for someone who is a Nintendo fan and wants to play a simulation game, this is the game you go to. And of course it's not exactly like The Sims, but it's Nintendo's take on it. So that's what makes it really interesting. You can tell there's effort into this island. No matter how small it feels, there's an expansiveness within the Mii's, with how lively the Mii's characters can be. So we're just gonna go to this event, see what's up with them, see what they're doing. And this event has appeared before. Not quite where you can where the donations that Piggyback receives, I receive. So looks like they're done, and yeah, receive more money from that. So they're basically, the Mii's kind of are aware that they're being observed, as you could probably tell, and everything you do for them, you get more money, which is a unique way of progressing throughout the game. It's unheard. It's very unique, very unconventional.
Welcome.
Food market, yes. So you have the same character here. You have this upbeat mood, which I guess you would want to be more upbeat if you're eating, finding something to eat. Baked potatoes, yes, you could tell that not everything is animated. They take stock photos, which when you're looking at first glance it seems very lazy, but it's honestly very endearing, because you just when the food interacts with the Mii, meaning, so if I buy this and I give it to the Mii, the way that the Mii eats it, literally the food shrinks. So that's just one way of this game's humor. Look, just unpredictable situations, unpredictable designs, and so that's what makes this game so much fun. So daily specials, I think gonna get the baked potato. That'd be a great thing to buy. You can even buy multiple quantities too. So I'm gonna spend $15. That should work. makes your mouth water when you see these too. This is the only sort of
Have a nice day.
real depiction of these items. Now let's check the tower. Icons are really eye-catching. Really makes you want to discover what the game's gonna tell you. So you can see my grandpa is looking up at the sky. Nothing new. You hear the ambiance of the wind. Oh, there was ambiance. It's not there anymore. Let's go back. Now, of course, as I mentioned, the progression of this game is helping your Miis. So we got to do that in order for me to tell you anything new. So, see what Joe wants. Be prepared to
Want
see.
play? Pretty please?
So, interacting with your Miis is the best way is one of the ways you grow a bond with them. So sure, I'm gonna play. Catch. If you catch the item before it hits the floor, you get to keep it as a prize. If you miss, you get a disappointment. See, that's another humorous, just kind of ironic sentences.
Ready. Here it comes. Oh, it was attached to a string. Weird. Just kidding. Okay, I'm really gonna drop it now.
See.
You lose.
I'll try again. We can try again.
This is your last chance. Okay.
My last chance.
Ready. Here.
Got it.
Nice catch.
Yeah, some aspects it pertains to real life. Some aspects it's just really goofy. More. This game would more appeal to younger audiences, but older audiences can enjoy the absurdity of the design of this game. So I was not expecting there to be a live action hand, but I'm going to continue because it's exciting to see what happens.
Congratulations. This is for you, Maxwell's lookalike. Enjoy.
Got the foot bag. Let's see what else. Didn't mention this before, but that the theme of the game, and with this weird synthesized pitch, that's kind of expresses the mood of how the Miis are feeling in the apartment. So you can see Joe's frustrated, and that distorted version of the theme plays to project his frustration.
I'm hungry.
So let's get him some food. Let's get Joe some baked potatoes, a soft, mushy baked potato loaded with cheese, butter, and more cheese. So let's give it. See, the animation in this game is very minimalistic, and so the game isn't too expressive with the animations. Doesn't go above and beyond. As you can tell, the food just shrinks as it eats it. So that's one aspect the game could improve on. But as we further progress, let's see how the animation is depicted.
I heard Maxwell sing recently and was blown away. No joke.
Actually, am part of men's chorus, so that's ironic. So now let's check on other people. Let's see. Willie is home. Let's check on Willie.
Hey there.
Okay. Yeah. See, yeah, the same music plays again. That shows that they're frustrated. It's a very creative touch.
I'm hungry.
Okay. How about we give him pork cutlet? Just a variety. Thin cut of pork, boiled and savory. Silverware is optional, but a good idea. And you can drag the food to give it to them, but you can also hold it and drop it for them to get. Of course, that's unsanitary, but they'll still accept it despite that. Not sure. I think I received money in the last one. So let's see what he has to say.
Today's only the middle of the week, isn't it? I need a weekend already.
I relate to you, man. Let's see. Let's check on Doof. With his minimalistic part.
I'm Doof. There's nothing I care more about than my friends.
Another problem.
I'm hungry.
Everyone's hungry. So, give them spaghetti. I'll move at a faster pace. Okay, really liked it. More money. Okay, check him.
I haven't been getting my beauty sleep recently. My face is meha-halting.
Well, I better lay off on those adventures, Doof. So, nice scratching sound effects. Adds to the characters do. Yawn. Sound effect, that's creative. If you saw there's those pink sort of bubbles around them, that was creative. Really, the things that Joe was handing out. Right from it. So we see Joe's doing squats. I like how sort of grainy the sound effects are. They don't sound realistic, but that's just the charm of this game. Nothing really in this game is realistic. You don't know what's gonna happen. So
It's so nice and warm out today.
absolutely, that's true. Well, okay. Most of the time, when a person has trouble, there's that the music that plays. But sometimes you just hear this sort of kind of bubbles popping music. There's no pattern for what music plays. That's just the repertoire of this game.
I don't really know much about this Doof character. What do you think about me and Doof?
I would say nothing really special. Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's too bad.
Of course, I did mention he was a buddy, but I just want to add some realism to this game.
Clouds look like cotton candy. I bet they taste so good.
Never thought of that way. Not sure. I guess you would have coconut flavor if it was white. I'm not sure. So, observation tower. One last time. Looks like he's sleeping again. Well, I noticed. I think it's better if I make a. So that's really it that's happening. I think we're gonna play this game more and give you more updates of what's going on because there's really not much to mention. So you guys will see me as I play this game more and add more people. Then that's where the events start to happen more. So I'm gonna get on that now. Okay, so one thing in this game you can do is customize the characters' voices in the Me Maker mode in the town hall, which I didn't mention. So here I have my me,
Diaz.
Marco Diaz,
My nickname is Safe Kid.
Disney's
My birthday is November
Service
28th.
Force of Evil.
My favorite color is
And
red.
so you can change the pitch.
Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe
This is
Kid.
just the last thing I
My
want to
birthday is November
mention
28th.
for.
My favorite
Lava.
color is red. I'm Marco Diaz.
So let's see, change the
My
pitch.
nickname is... I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid.
So he's a teen, so he's a lower voice.
I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is... I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. My birthday is November 28th.
Quality.
My favorite... I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz.
Yeah, so it's,
My nickname is Safe
this
Kid.
kind of has that
My birthday
whiny
is November
voice
28th.
in this show. Kind
My
of
favorite
pubescent.
color is red. I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe
The
Kid.
thing,
My
problem
birthday is
with
November
the
28th.
voices being so robotic
My
is
favorite color is red.
no matter what you
I'm
do
Marco Diaz.
with either the pitch, speed, quality, tone, accent, it all
My
sounds the
birthday is
same.
November 28th.
So you might as well just choose
My
anything.
favorite color is red.
You could
I'm Marco Diaz.
see intonation, see if that's
My nickname-
different.
I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. My birthday is November 28th. My favorite color is red. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. My birthday is November 28th. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe. I'm Marco Diaz. My nickname is Safe Kid. I'm Marco Diaz.
So
My nickname is Safe Kid.
he's supposed,
My
if
birthday
we
is
talk about
November
real time, he's
28th.
supposed to be the same age
My favorite
as
color is
me.
red.
So we'll go with
I'm
that.
Marco Diaz.
And yeah, one more thing. See, and so that's basically it. That's all I want to mention. I'll see you in the next day playthrough.